Hello, my stamping friends. It's Diane Evans with stampingwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if this is your first time joining me on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe. Hit that bell down below and you'll get notified immediately as soon as I do go live. And I do apologize for being a few minutes late. Contractor came, so I had to talk to him. And also, if you are watching this on a replay, just state watching on replay and then you'll get the notification, or I'll know that you're there. In any event, welcome. Oh, I'm running because I was running with the contractor. In any event, welcome to Wednesday afternoon, and it happens to be Mystery Wednesday. So what are we doing for the mystery? Well, the clues for the mystery today were masculine, texture, and food or drink. And you've got to know that I would be using something that he's the man, just because it's such a great thing. So let me just move over and we'll sort of switch things up. So this He's the Man, the designer series paper is amazing. It comes with these pull aparts that just come apart. And just to give you a hint of what to do with that, is I put them into these cases. This is the old wood case one, but they probably would fit better into the regular stamp case. And then I just pulled them apart so that I wouldn't lose them. But like I say, they're all in there. And lots of little pieces. It's amazing. And then the designer series paper itself is so nice. It's got like the car for the classic sort of thing. I like the little Volkswagen Bug. The camping. Look at this. This is really nice. I was seriously thinking of using this for this card. And then we also have, like I say, you want to be careful with these because they do come out very, very easily. There's ones with ties and mustaches and glasses. Some really nice checks. I really like the back side of them. They're really nice and neutral for masculine cards. And then you've got this one. And then you've also got this one. And I really like this one for barbecuing. So this is where you could go in. Hello. This is where you could go in and do the food and drink for this particular one. But you know what? I'm going to do drink on this one. I need a card for a beer drinking cousin of mine. All right. So like I say, here is the stamp set and the dies that go with it. He's all that. It has some amazing things in here. I did a card the other day with it, and I really like how that worked. I'm dying. I think this is what I'll probably do. Even though I said I wouldn't do a card for my brother, I'm going to probably do this one there. And there's barbecuing and the little van, and then of course the dies that go with that. We're going to be using some of that. And then there's this Brewed for You bundle, and it's really kind of neat because it also has the wine, and I think these wine things would go really good with that bottle one. And then of course the pints of beer, and then the sleeves of beer. And I don't know where you are, no matter where in what part of the world you're in, of course you call those all different things. I really like the foam that comes off of there. So we're going to be using that, but we're also going to be doing a card that I actually did last night in my online class, and it's called a triple twisted easel pop-up card. Now get your tongue around that. Now there's lots of these and lots of different variations out on the internet. I just happened to use one that worked with me. And you know what? I can't give that person credit because, like I say, I must have seen 4 or 5 different people doing this particular card and all different instructions. All right. So I have a piece. I am using Early Espresso, and this Early Espresso is 5 1/4, not 5 1/2, but 5 1/4 by 8 1/2. I've scored it at 4 1/4, and then we're just going to fold. We want to fold into the mountain. Because remember, by scoring here, we're breaking down those fibers, and then that gives us a nice even fold like that. Now, this is really important because now what we have to do is bring in our trimmer. Whoops. And this part is fairly easy to do. Now, a lot of people have asked me why I have this strip along here. This is just a 1/4 inch strip of So Saffron, and I've used glue dots to attach it on here just so that I can see these measurements. So what I'm going to do is put this side here, which is the 5 1/4 inch side. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to take it to 1 3/4, and then I don't want to lose my scoring blade, but I'm going to take my cutting blade and see where it says 4 1/4 there. I'm just going to line that up, and I'm just going to pull down like that. And then I'm going to line this one up at 3 1/2. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to line it up at the 4 1/4 and bring it down like that. Now, these strips here happen to be 1 3/4, 1 3/4, and 1 3/4. Now what we want to do is we want to take our trimmer, and we don't want to cut this. I cut mine last night. You want to take your scoring blade, and you're going to line up right where that score line is, and this corner right in there, right in that groove part. Now you can also do this with the scoring board. And actually, I think it works better with the scoring board personally, but we're going to try doing this way. Now I moved these out of the way so that I could just see them, but see how that's like that. Now I'm just going to do the same with this one. We're just going to go in and do that. So let's go ahead and line that up again. I'm going to lose this scoring blade. So I'm lining that right up at the corner there, bringing this down here. And then I'm going to just put my scoring blade in. All right. So make sure that it's there. Measure once, check twice. Okay. And then we're going to do the same. Oh, that didn't get right to the corner there. And we're going to do the same on the last one. I know there was I had quite a few messages after the online class, because the ladies that are in the online class post their cards that they've made in the Tuesday online class. And so many people said, oh, I missed the class. So I said I'd be doing it today. All right. So there we've got it. Really, well, it's not scored very well there, but I'll come in with my bone folder. I'm going to need that scoring blade again. So I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to fold in. And see, that's not scored all the way up there. So actually, I'm going to bring in my scoring board. And if you're one that prefers the scoreboard, this might work for you. I have my scoreboard. I have gone and I've marked a line all the way down on the 6 inch side. And that way I can measure right into there. And then I'm just going to come with my stylus. There we go. Just so that I get it up to the corner. And we'll do the same on this particular one as well. So, whoops. There we go. All right. Yeah, that'll work. That's good. I think we're okay with that as far as not needing it anymore. Now, like I say, we want to go in and we want to score right in there. So I'm going to come in with my bone folder. And I want it right up to that corner there. I fold this one as well. And you see I'm folding into the mountain on these ones as well. And then again on this one. So now this is going to look, and it's kind of hard to see because of the brown there, but that's how it's going to be. So this is like a twisted easel card. All right. So we have that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to have 3 pieces of 1 designer series paper. That's 1 and, let's see, that's 1 1/2, I believe. 1 1/2 by 4. So you want 3 of these and 3 pieces of another one. So you want it to complement itself. Now this particular one, this is where I'm going to bring in my my texture in here. I have this, I've run it through with the embossing folder, and I've run it through this one, the splatters embossing folder. So now I'm going to go and we're going to cut these as well. So we're going to bring in our trimmer again. And when that's something I neglected to say on this one. When you went and scored that, you want to go from left down to the bottom right. And also on the same, the designer series paper, you want to go down from left down to the right corner. So you're just going to, I mean, if you did it the opposite way, like right to the left, you're going to cut your designer series paper the same way. So we're going to just go from left to right. This looks so much more difficult than it really is. It's a very simple card, actually. As long as you get these cut this way. Now, talk about being a masculine card, right? Now, if you wanted to, if there's something that you want to do for a female, you could just use more feminine type colors, right? This designer series paper just is, it's conducive for this Cajun craze and crumb cake and early espresso. All right, so we've got those cut. I happen to have some more of those cut. Now on the back of these pieces, oh dear, do I have enough? 1, 2, 3, yes. Anyways, so I've gone ahead and like I said, whoops, I have to cut this one. I knew there was one more. So from the left to the right. So by embossing this, this is where my mystery comes in, and I've got some texture with it. Right. So I think we're okay with that. Now, in order to get more texture with this, what I want to do is I'm coming in, this is a painter's sanding block, and I do this a lot. I'm just going to sand that so that it gives and looks like more texture. And this to me reminded me of bubbles, or, you know, from the beer bubbling up. That was my thought process anyway. So don't forget to give me the thumbs up. Don't forget to share my video. I really do appreciate that. Okay. So I have those, the 3 pieces there, and I've got the 3 pieces of that particular one. So what we're going to do is, and I need to bring in my silicone mat. So what we want to do is I want to put these pieces on here like so. I'm not going to put it onto this one because there's something that I'm going to do first. So, you know, I could use a lot of different things. I could use my glue, but I think I'm going to come in with my seal just so that I can get right down to that corner with the seal. And by using a silicone mat, it's not going to make that big of a difference with that. So let's just put that in there. Just like that. And then this piece is going to go there. See, the back sides of these are really nice. So this piece is just going to go here. But you definitely, ooh, this is not going to come off very easily. You definitely want to make sure that those corners are right in there. And I found with the glue, it didn't quite work that well. Oh, excuse me. And again. Okay, let's just go right to the full part down there. All right, so I'm going to do the same. Let's put those all on there. So I told my contractor I'm busy between 3 and 3:30. So what does he do? He comes at 5 to 3. But I kind of put the fear in him. I said, well, if you're not going to come, I said, I'm going to find somebody else to do it for me. So, all right, so let's just get that down to the corner. don't use my seal very often, do I? All right, so let's just put that in there. And then we're going to put this on there. See how well these colors go together, right? Right. And this is just going to go like this. So now I'll have enough to go on there, but I want this piece. There's a reason why I want to put that one on a little bit later. All right, so now what we want to do is, this has easel parts, so we're going to need something to stop those easels from popping. We want them to stop. They're like stoppers, right? So this piece is a different measurement. It is 4 by 5 inches. And it's just going to, I'm just going to put that on with some glue. And then it's just going to be for the inside. And the stoppers are going to be kind of like the decoration for the inside of the card. Hello. Awesome. Okay. So when I was looking at this, I went, what can I have from this stuff that is actually going to make it look like that will go? So what I did was I turned around and I cut out a couple of these. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pop them up. And then it wasn't secure enough, so I went and I cut out some circles here. So I'm just going to show you how I'm going to do that. So I cut this part off, and we want a little black dimensional on there. And like I say, you can put anything down here. On the one I was working on last night, I had little tiny teacups. You could put flowers down there. You could put little bugs if you had like a garden scene. Let's see, what else could you could have sprigs of stuff. So what I'm going to do, this was too flimsy for it to be on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just putting this onto a circle. This circle measures about 3/4 of an inch. So this is just going to get it so that we've got a bit more sturdiness to these things, because these are what's going to stop. And then I'm just going ahead and cut this part out. So has anybody else caught the day-long catalog launch that I put out there on my group? There's some amazing projects out there, that's for sure. And tips. Each one of us had to give a tip. And that was kind of fun. Oh, this one's already got one on it. So let me just take it all off because it's double dimensionalized. And let's go and put one more on there. There we go. And then, like I say, these parts here, I'm actually going to pop them up as well, but I'm going to use bigger dimensionals. Ooh, that's kind of light on light, you know. I don't know if I should use white or black. I'll use black. And these are what's going to hold the easel part up. All right, so I think that's all that I used that particular die for. So see what I mean? These are going to come on here, and it's going to pop it up more so that at least it'll get popped up and hold it in place. And if you have problems with the easel part going, all you have to do is really use the bone folder, and we'll worry about that in a second. Okay, we've got that part done. Now what we want to do is we want to do some stamping for the card. So I'm going to use a pint of beer, and I'm going to use a sleeve of beer. So let me just go, and I'm going to stamp that with Memento. Now I could color these, but I decided I'm not going to color them. I'm going to do it the easy way. I'm just going to do it all stamping. So let's just cut that one, or I mean stamp that one. Let's go in with the pint. the big pint. Trust me when it's up there. Now, the other part that we want to go along with this is the the foam, right? So I have this, and I didn't know whether or not what color I should actually do it in. So I'm actually going to do it in So Saffron, and we'll see how that looks. So I'm just going to take one there. I also did it in a pool party to see if it would work. I also did it in a smoky slate. So we have those. Now, another thing that I want to do, whoops, I also want to go and I want to stamp the inside of this. And, you know, I'm going to be sorry because I'll come in with I haven't got my paper piercing mat here. So I'm going to just use something to give me a bit of a cushion. So I'm using the silicone mat. And just going to try to line that up. There we go. And then we can also do the sleeve. What a cool idea. Such a great idea. All right. Now, we could add color to the glass. We could add a bunch of different effects to the glass and everything else. But I think for the purpose of this card, I'm just going to leave it like this. So let's come in with the dies. And these dies, I'd already lost one on the floor. Now, if you wanted more texture, you could use this to fill in your parts on the pint. You can also fill in these bottles. See, there's bubbles that are in there. But I'm just actually just going to cut them out. I like this little brown jug. If you're into craft beer, that's usually how you have to get your craft beer. And it's so nice to see a wine glass in there. I'm going to need these, but I'm going to leave them on there so I don't lose them at this point. So I'll come in with my little cut and emboss. There we go. Yeah, it must be these allergies because I tell you, I have been sneezing almost all day. Okay, I'm just going to come in with my Post-it note tape. And then let's post this. Now, there's lots of different ways you can use these dies and these things. You can get them do a reverse if you want the handles to go both ways. You would, anyways. I say it's amazing. These are so versatile. I never bought these types before, so whoops, there we go. Oh, good. Yeah, there's some amazing projects out there. The project that I have is going live on next Tuesday because right now it's an unlisted video, but it'll be going live on Tuesday. This blog will be going live on, oh geez, I don't even know what day it is. Next Thursday. All right, so let's go ahead and put this right about there. I just love this part. And let's do the little one. The little one doesn't line up as well, but you know what? We'll make it work. I'll just go in and take this as well. There we go. Yeah, I think actually that virtual one is a lot easier if you just, it's in an event. So unfortunately, you can't look for your videos via media. So that's the only unfortunate part with it. So you kind of have to stream through it. Let's just put that there. Oops, it's moving on me. all these intricate parts that I've been doing so much of lately. Yeah, great tips. And you know, it's funny, you don't even think of some of these things, and it's just something that sometimes we do all the time. Yeah, great tips. It's kind of hard because it had to be something to do with our project. So that's where we were asked to do by Stephanie. So just a great job for us. There we go there. And another one there. Oops. There. Now I think I'm ready to kind of put this card together. I want to put this on there because I'm so afraid I'm going to lose those. I've already lost that once. So, all right. So now we have all our pieces to our card. All right. So like I say, a twisted one. Oops. Oh, and one other thing I forgot to do. I was going to stamp the sentiment, and I didn't know whether or not if I wanted to do it in Cajun Craze or in crumb cake. So I'm actually going to do it and have it in both, and then I can decide at the end. So I have my words. I like this one. I owe you one or several. And another round for the birthday. Like I say, this is for my cousin. There we go. So we'll see which one that we're going to use. And plus, I also have to use one of these. All right. So let's just cut that like that. Got lots of little extras. Okay, so I did actually take this part and I took it off of that sheet, and I'm actually going to pop this up like this onto here. Now this is a Cajun Craze. I cut this part out of the dies from all that dies. It's a really nice, it's kind of a stitched sort of and label-y type one. So boy, my English is getting really, really bad. All right. Good. All right, so let's just put this on. You know what? I think we'll put a couple more on. And we'll just pop that up here. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to put, we want to put this, let's go ahead and put our foam on them. So I'm just going to come like that and just glue that part on. There. I could see this would be really good for like a 19th birthday or an 18th birthday, depending on what province that you're in, or if you're in the States, what that would be 21, right? So, all right, let's go here. This one's just got a bit on there, so there we go. All right, so I thought that this could go here, is what my thought process is. This one's going to go here, off to the side here. And then this one, I've got to be careful because it can't go above that part there. So I'm thinking that one's going to be okay. All right, so let's go ahead and pop those up. And I'm going to use, I'll use black dimensionals because it is kind of going on a dark color. This will go there. Just put one of those on there. And then I can go ahead and put a couple on this one as well, on the bottom. Cheers to the years. All right. That's in the wrong spot. So this part is going to go right here. let's see, there, there, and maybe we could do this. No, I gotta, you know what, I'll have it go like that, and that'll close. Okay, but the reason why I left this part off is because what I want to do is, this is going to come across with the birthday, you know, and I don't even really have to put that on there, but I'm going to, I guess. I have to decide whether to use, I think I'll use this. So now what I have, and this is an old window sheet, and I do apologize for it. I'm going to cut this off. But when you got some of the old stuff, and it's exactly the same, but just protection on here. So this is just a 1/2 inch piece of window sheet. I think this was a better idea to come up with this, with the protection on these window sheets. So it's just going to come like that. And then I'm just going to put this, because this is going to go across there. So right about like that. Okay, so I'm going to come in with a glue dot. And no, I didn't cut that very straight, so let me just cut that down. So this is going to attach to, now see, with those, it's just going to attach right like that with the glue dot. And then I'm going to put it down, and it's going to come over to about, just cut this off, tad. And then I'm going to put another glue dot on there. Just details, right? So that's just going to come like that. And I want this to come about over there, I'm thinking. Let me go back here and see where this is going to go. It's crooked. There we go. So I'm just going to have that go across there. And see, now that's when I'm going to go ahead and put this piece back on there. Bring that silicone mat back in. Like I say, you want to get that right down to that corner down there. And then this is going to go here. And then we've just covered that up. There we go. So when this pops up, see, it's just going to go, oh, that wasn't right. That's wrong. I thought I was being so clever. I wasn't clever at all. It should have gone down here. You know what? I'm just going to cut that off. So it's this piece that you wouldn't want to be there. Now, is that going to pop up enough? Cut off too much. You know what? I got to cut another piece. Of course, that doesn't happen to anybody, right? Okay, let me just take that. This was an afterthought, so all right. So this would have been pretty cool to have. Let's see. There we go. All right, so I'm just going to take this part off. We'll glue dot that as well. So like I say, it was an afterthought. So put the glue dot there. Let's put that like that. And then when it comes up, it'll come up like that. Oops. See, it's going to have to. And that's not working the way that I figured it was going to work. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to play with that once I get it all together, because I might have to change it completely how I was going to do it. All right, so I do want this part to go here. You're hearing my thought process, right? So that's just going to go like that. I haven't got that dimensionals in the right spot. Okay, so that's just going to go like that. And that's not even on there straight. I always find that if there we go, there. Then this part here is going to go like so. So we're just going to put that on there like that. So that's going to pop up like that. That pops up like that. And this one's going to pop up like that. So what do we want to do? We are going to put this guy, the glass. Just going to put him like that. Not going to work. Well, you know what though? I can put this right here. And that's going to come across there. Okay. So changing this all up, right? There we go. I'm stubborn. I want that on there. There we go. So it'll be like this. Right? Oh my goodness. Like I say, I'm very stubborn. So what I want to do is I want this to come here. So we're going to put one of these on there. So that'll hold it up there. Now that I've got it there, I'm going to, I want to line it up so that it's kind of even, but it's going to work the way it's supposed to work. Keeping those popped up. And then this one is going to go on there. Oh my goodness. There. Yeah, and they're far enough back that that's going to work. So there's my card. Now, I guess what we could do is we could turn around and let's go ahead and put some of these rustic metallic gems on there. Oops, that moved. There we go. So like that, and like that. Right. And I guess we could have even had something going across here. Or another saying. I might do that at the end. All right, so let's go and just put some of these on there. Just like that. And like I say, I think it would be kind of cool to put another saying on there. I don't want to put anything in front of there, but I could have something going up here. I owe you one or several? No. I don't know. I'll put something on there because I think that'll kind of add to it. So there's the card. Like I say, it's a twisted easel card. And then when it opens up, it kind of looks like it's supposed to go like that. And they're far enough back that it holds them up really good. So I hope you like that. Like I say, give me the thumbs up. Make sure that you share the video. I really do appreciate it. Let's see if I do this way. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget my stamp camp is coming up. Registrations have opened already for the stamp camp. Already have a few people registered. One other thing about the stamp camp is that on this is if you bring a friend that's never been to one of my stamp camps or anybody else's stamp camp that's involved on the Creativity Abounds team, I will have a gift for you if you both register and come. I think it's a great way to be able, you could craft together. You could even go through your own Zoom and you could just stream to Facebook. You could share screens. There's lots of ways that you could actually craft together. And I think it's getting at the point where you can actually now get together and craft with one another. So we'll see what happens there. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, though, please make sure that you let me know. And I don't know what else, but I think that's a pretty dang cute card. I think Steve is going to love that card. So I know he's going to love that card. He would actually probably prefer it be in a beer can, but that's okay. Can't have everything, right? Anyways, have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow night with my What Now series. I can't wait to start showing you some stuff from the new catalog. There's some really neat tools and some hidden gems that are in that catalog. And we will talk to you soon. Bye for now.